damn saboteur! Until we clean up this mess!
You too? This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Talenra, but my wife insists we try a real mage.
There goes another client who's known me for years. Not a proper mage, they say. Rubbish! By Vec, if I get my hands on that fetcher from Somerset, I'll wring his scrawny golden neck. Just watching my business fall into ruin. People used to rely on me to heal their children and mend their injuries, but now it's all Menaldinian this and Menaldinian that. Damned guild lackey. He's even pinning up signs to slander my work. The Cretan's saying I'm not a mage, but I am. I just happen to love alchemy. He must think there's a lot of coin to be made here. The fool. If I get my hands on him, I'll... Sorry. Dark Elf Temp. Thank you for helping me, Sarah. Honestly, it means a lot. The rascal's name is Menaldinian. You'll find him sliming around that new shop of his, the Gauche High Elf Clinic. I thought a fellow mage would have more respect. Oh, he started out all sweetness, invited me to tea, asked about my business, even brought a copy of my latest book, Tea and Tisane for Aches and Pains. I can't believe I fell for his act. I am. Quite highly ranked, too. Surprised? Not every Telvanni mage hides away in a mushroom. Many of us enjoy the company of our neighbors, until they start abandoning us for some insufferable mages guild peacock. Alchemy teaches us the hidden potential of everyday things, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. People step over miracles all the time. Mushrooms that can ease a cough or grasses that can mend a wound. I doubt it. But my mother taught me I should always give people a chance to make amends. It helps ease the conscience after we wreak our revenge. What? Healers aren't permitted to deal out a bit of payback every now and then? I'm a dark elf. Grim talk is the official language of Morrowind, and vengeance is the national pastime. You there! You've been selected for a random search! Come here at once! Follow me quietly, away from the gates. We have a judge in common. This'll do. Just keep your voice. Sorry about this cloak and dagger nonsense. I can't be seen talking to anyone even remotely suspicious right now. Marshal Lauren's watching me like a hawk. She's on the lookout for anyone who might be colluding with the Scarlet Judge. I'm a friend of House Redoran, but that'll only get you so far in this town. Especially with Lauren's iron. There was an ambush. Somehow Marshal Lauren found out the Scarlet Judge was coming. Must have been one of the plantation owners. Damn their eyes! I wasn't fast enough. They've jailed him. And if Lauren needs him to recant his accusations, publicly. Probably got one of her hounds working him over right now, trying to squeeze out a confession. The judge will hold out as long as he can, but... Sorry about this cloak and dagger. There was an... Lauren needs him to recant his accusations. I'd let you into the prison myself, but Lauren doesn't trust me with the keys. I've got the respect of her constables and the house, but my hands aren't dirty enough for her. You're going to have to... Constable Kren will snatch up a bribe without batting an eye. If you're short on court... Oh, the judge and I go way back. The two of us, along with the former marshal, kept this town safe for decades. But when the marshal died and Lauren took over, well... Ha! Is that what we're calling him now? It wasn't too long ago slavery was legal in Morrowind. Buying and selling people was legal right here in Sura. That sound right to you?
That was a brave deed, rescuing Sandras.
Yes, I suppose you've come for a consultation? What is it? Unsightly warts? You poor thing. Did one of her bizarre herbal cures cause worse pains than it cured? Honestly, I've given some thought to drafting a letter to the Archmage of the Guild. These... Of course not! Wait, are you another one of these bark-munching herbal apologists? Telenra's teas are not remedies. I'm sure she... None. Now, see here. If she sent you to fish for an apology, she won't get it. How
You're new in town, aren't you? Yes, I'd recognize your face otherwise. What brings you to Suran? Here to tour our idyllic plantations? Like an exquisite gem, Suran has many facets, many angles. In truth, we have something for everyone. Looking to expand your mind? I can recommend someone to help you. Looking for someone fascinating? Most people come to me asking how to get someone out of prison, not how to get someone in. There's an inebriated constable downstairs who will set you right. Just make sure you tell Kren I sent you. He and I, we haven't. My, you're well informed. I like that. I can tell you Constable Mirel went missing a few days ago. Word is he ran afoul of some skooma dealers down in Mazinch. Mirel had a key. Perhaps I took a liking to your lovely eyes. Or perhaps I simply hate Marshal Halaran enough to make her life difficult. You choose. Oh, and if you change your mind about that entertainment, come look for me. I'll cut you a great deal.
We all remember Anne and Bro went out to sea one day. It blew a bit of her head beneath the sea of grey, beneath the sea of blue. And what about Teresa's son, a brave and handsome boy? If Gul or him on, his mother's pride and joy, his mother's pride and joy. Oh, how we mourn our good man Tom, who swore he'd catch the dreadful beast. If Gul or him home, and then he ate the priest, and then he ate the priest.
Hey, who let you in here? I'm quite busy at the moment. Come back another time. I create a great many keys for a great many doors in Suran and beyond. Now, there's no need for violence. You're one of those iron hounds, aren't you?
Let me guess. Menaldinian was an insufferable ass and refused to apologize. Did he now? Well, he'll certainly regret that. I've cooked up a wonderful plan to teach him the value of alchemy. Oh, come on now. I'm not going to poison him. I'm going to brew a potion that requires precise timing and freshly harvested lichen. The one that grows at the base of the Emperor. Meet me near Menaldinian's house and we'll put my plan into action.
What is it?
My friend, I see Constable Gretka found you. Please, forgive me if I don't stand up. The Marshal's henchmen broke my... one of them. The people of Vardenfell see the judge as one immortal guardian. But in truth, many warriors have taken up the cowl. I was just the most recent. To you, of course. Well, don't act so surprised. You've proven to be a capable warrior, and a friend. Warden Libo, the prisoner's overseer, took it as a trophy. While they were interrogating me, I heard him mention a hunting trip to Lake Narbia. Find Libo and you'll... I am not. To the people of Vardenfell, the Scarlet Judge is legendary. Supernatural. He can appear anywhere at any time. Exactly. We're a small and diffuse group. When age or injury prove too much for us, we pass on the mental. The legendary Ivona Ulis mentored me. Sadly, she passed on years ago. A poisoned blade. It was a very dark time. A doughty and heroic escape. Usually I'd jump at the opportunity, but no, friend. Dragging a cripple out of here only increases the chance you'll be... There will be more torture, no doubt. I'm not so foolish as to think I can keep silent forever. But I'm certain I can hold out until you retrieve my regalia.
Seems I had bigger game today.
Now there's a sight for sore eyes. The Scarlet Judge returns. You wear it well. Better than Melar, even. But don't tell him I said that. Shaw's bones, he's a stubborn one. Well, let's make sure he doesn't suffer in vain, eh? Halaran's gotten sloppy since Melar's capture. A combination of paranoia and misguided relief, I guess. I did some snooping of my own while you were gone. According to Constable Kren, Halaran ordered Inania's egg mine sealed today. Bet you a pint that Halaran's meeting with her plantation allies in that mine. She's probably carrying your evidence, too. The front gates are barred from the inside, but there's an old service door near the back. It just so happens Dradini had a spare key to sell. Sneak in the back of the mine and recover that evidence. I'll meet you out front, ready to arrest Halaran.
Halt, fetcher!
There you are. Any luck finding the lichen? Perfect. You may have noticed an odor. It's subtle, barely noticeable in fact, but once I add it to this wickweed and quama shell solvent, ha-ha! The perfect pheromone for the common house cat. Surprised? He may have squeezed a few secrets out of me, but he revealed some facts about himself along the way. For instance, he's violently allergic. Hope you packed a handkerchief, you smart bastard.
What's going on out here? Snooping, eh? Why, I have half a mind to... Cats? Ah! Achoo!
No, that was just... Did you see the look on his face? Ames, no. As much as I'd like to, you know the healer's oath. Do only moderate harm to those who cross you. I brewed a tea that should alleviate his symptoms. You can give it to him. Then leave him to his sniffles and blubbering. Patients tend to avoid healers covered in their own snot. He can settle this business with his...
Oh, everything itches. Damnable cats! Don't be coy. I know who's responsible for this travesty. I never should have told that scheming witch about my... Apologize to a grubby telephony piss peddler? Are you deranged? I shall report her. I shall... what's the...
So, did Manaldinian relent? Oh, thank goodness. Luring cats to his door every day would have gotten awfully tiresome. In the end...
Telenra, I wish to thank you for that most efficacious tea.
And?
Your alchemical skills yield impressive results.
And?
It was rude of me to malign your alchemical practice. I apologize.
Manaldinian, I forgive you. There's no reason for us to be at odds. We should try to cooperate, yes?
Yes, agreed. So, now that we're on good terms, can you please shoo these horrid creatures away from my clinic?
Of course. I brewed just the thing. Be seeing you, partner. Farewell.
With respect, I wasn't the one who left an incriminating note on my dresser, Relossi.
You are mistaken. One of my informants saw the judge prowling the streets just this morning.
Alex Jawbone, you said you captured him! You said you broke his legs!
What if he's not really a mer? What if he's a vampire?
He's not a vampire! Stop sniveling! Enough! I've dealt with the judge. Your informants are wrong. Let's move on to more pressing issues, like how we move forward.
These delays are... What's this? They found us! Run!
Judge, no! You won't put me in prison! You'll never take me alive!
We caught these three trying to slip away. Should have seen their faces. It's a big risk arresting Saran's most powerful landowners. I'm hoping you've got the evidence to make it worthwhile. Where's Marshal Hlaren? Resisted, eh? I had a feeling it might go that way. Hlaren was happy to send other people to prison, but going herself, that rattled her knees. With Hlaren dead, command falls to the senior officer. For now, well, that's me. I'll send constables out to the plantations to liberate the slaves. In the meantime, Oh, Mellar! Well, I took a hard look at the evidence. Far as I can tell, this was just one big misunderstanding. Kren and I released
Watch yours.
It's good to see you again, my friend. Forgive me for not rising to greet you. It is a beautiful day in Sudan, and I believe I'll sit for a bit longer. A few months? Yes. But I do so knowing that the legacy of the Scarlet Judge is in good hands. We Dark Elves are beset on all sides by greed and scheming malice. Ah, look there. Fruits of your labor.
Stay in line and keep those mouths shut, Switz, or I'll throw you in prison without your clothes.
It's good to see you alive, my friend. Oh, very good.
Indeed. Forgive me for not getting up.
Don't take this as an excuse. You're walking again, or else.
Well,
Quality and variety. Come see yourself.
This one needs to get out of here. Those cultists, they're insane.
All right, but keep your voice down.
Can't you
I'll be
see
ready to
I'm
leave soon
busy?
enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, you're just here to haul cargo.
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo. Cultists? This one said nothing about cultists. Perhaps you are thinking of another Khajiit. Look, Renaku just wants to leave all these crazy dark elves behind and find a safer mine to work in. The show. No one likes a Gwar licker, you clawless kitten. It happened a few days back. Weird cultists just barged in and took over the mine. This one managed to get away, but the crew chief and some of the others are still out there.
such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity. Divine energy. I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sother-Seal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about a reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while activated, but not in the proper sequence. Try again. No. Reset the mechanism and try again. So good. So good. There you are. Very close. One more to go. Yes, I love it when the gears align. Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know? Scent. How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sother-Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained. Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days. More questions. Well, Lord Sother-Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can. Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sother-Seal to aid in his endless experiments. I suppose I haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guava used to swallow. I was his apprentice, but that was years ago. Spent time working in the Clockwork City. That's what I learned about energy transference, Dwemer engineering, mechanical symmetry. The Archcanon, Lord Vivek's High Priest. Suddenly the gears align. I can think of a number of reasons that Alm and V would want to know about C and his tools, but some doors just shouldn't. He's the father of mysteries, and the architect of time, one of the Tribunal, the 3 living gods of the Dark Elves, creates all sorts of helpful and intriguing devices. It's a wonder and a miracle. Oh, brass tunnels, glass domes, and giant gears. He was inspired by the work of the Dwemer. The Clockwork City is pure Sother-Seal. He made it to 4.
Fair travels and good fortune.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redarin proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct. Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god." Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. It used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside. Really? That's awfully brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or until I hear screaming. Did you find what you were looking for in the mine? Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll...
Can I help you? All manner?
I demand to see my brother. Lay hands upon me, and you will lose them. You there! The territory of the Red Exiles shouldn't be traveled lightly. Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another. You'd think these were house wolves or tribunal dogs, the way they treated me. Speaking of the tribunal, you have the smell of dog about you. Lord Vivek, is it? And I thought all the tribunal cared about was building monuments to their own greatness. Nice to see that one of them cares about what's going on beyond their borders. Ashlanders are nomads, but we gather at sacred sites to trade, confer, and pay homage to the past. Aldrin is such a place. That's why Chodala invited the Red Exiles here. My brother, Chodala, is the Ashkan of our tribe, and I am his ambassador. I act as a go-between. Head into the Red Exiles camp and find my brother. Otherwise, see if you can find out what he was doing in there and where he's gone. No, just our tribe, the Urshilaku, though he's respected by most of the other Ashlanders for his wisdom and strength of will. He does hope to unite the tribes in a common cause. My brother and I have always worked to help our people, and improve the Ashlander way of life. He used to... No, that's not something I'm ready to talk about with an outsider. Perhaps after you prove your trustworthiness and willingness to help us, then we can discuss my brother in more detail. That's not our goal, but the tribes will defend themselves if necessary. No, as you saw, hostility is second nature to the Red Exiles. We're here to negotiate, but they're no better than the Red Exiles. They're violent, dangerous Ashlanders who were banished from their tribes and joined together to create... You seem to have survived your visit to the Red Exiles camp. Did you find my brother? Interesting. I never suspected that the outcasts were disciplined enough to keep records such as this. Oh no. It means that Chodala really has changed. With his newfound powers and rising ambitions, I fear what he plans for the tribes. I suppose you have a right to know what I'm talking about. Chodala discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. You don't know? I thought... No, you're not an Ashlander, and the House Elves rarely talk about such things. Long ago, there was a hero named Nerevar. He fought alongside the Tribunal, before they claimed to be gods, so our legends say. Nerevar united the Kaima, and forged an alliance with the Dwemer. He died at the Battle of Red Mountain. The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned Nerevar, while the prophecy of the Nerevarine can be interpreted as the end of the Tribunal, I have always seen it as a prediction of hope and peace. Chodala and some Ashlanders, such as the Red Exiles, favor war. He uses in Ashkon's words to plant dark ideas in his followers. Ideas that speak of false gods, lost traditions. All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodala returned from a sojourn in the wilderness more vibrant, more commanding. He's always been strong, but now he's fearless, practically invincible, and swifter than the fastest. Chodala says his new abilities strengthen his claim as the Nerevarine. I think it's the staff he carries. He had it when he returned, and now it's always at his side. I know it's unreasonable, but I hate that staff.
Outlander, over here!
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately. At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the In part, Lord Vivek is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy. I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivek. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. We should go see Lord Vivek. Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to. Barrelzar faithfully served Sotha Seal. He's as loyal to the Tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivek. But that tool he mentioned... Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archive. Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here. From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the two barrels Al mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion. So it appears. Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how... So your notes say. And this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the Tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining...
Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today. My lord, please let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us. The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Needs some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made an Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archlord.
The Outlander may have actually discovered something. After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander, not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution, one that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before. Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala.
Ashlander, quickly! This way! I've been thinking about my brother's claim that he's the Nerevarine since we last spoke. No matter how I try, the word tastes false on my tongue. And now I fear he's about to convince the wise woman that his quest for power will benefit. My brother is respected and revered. He has allies in all of the tribes, not to mention his personal Red exiles. We talked to my brother, tried to convince him this isn't the way. Barring that, we make sure the wise woman doesn't get drawn into his madness. Whatever Chodala says or does, don't attack him. We don't need a war between... Wise woman, I was hoping she'd be here.
You're too late, dear sister. Despite your protestations, the wise woman has gone to the cave of the incarnate to confirm my claim.
Brother, do you really want to pursue this dangerous course?
There was a time when you gave me your unconditional support, Seren. I miss those days.
My brother Chodala's about to do something foolish and dangerous. But by dusk and dawn, Azura put you and I on the same path for a purpose. I just hope we have enough time. He's about to claim the title of the Nerevarine and try to unite the Ashlander tribes gathered here. He already convinced the Red Exiles to support him. He's wise woman Dovrasi, the most respected counselor and spirit guide this side of Red Mountain. She went to the Cavern of the Incarnate, agreed, but I dare not leave Chodala alone with the tribes. I feel the hand of Azura in all this. Go to the Cavern of the Incarnate and talk to the wise woman. The cavern's to the northeast of Aldrin, on the other side of the mountain. Hopefully, the rumbling and lava won't slow you down too much. My brother isn't the first to believe he's Nerevar returned. All of the previous failed incarnates rest within the cavern. A statue of Azura watches over them as they await the arrival of the true. Azura proclaimed that someday, Indorel Nerevar, a hero from our ancient past, would return to unite the Dark Elves and right the wrongs of Nirn. We call the returned incarnate the Nerevarine. My brother Chodala believes that My brother isn't the first to believe he's Nerevar returned. All of the previous failed incarnates rest within the cavern. A statue of Azura proclaimed that someday, when Chodala became a Gulakhan, a champion of our people, I supported him. When he stepped forward as Ashkan, leader of our tribe, I was at his side. But this new claim, it comes with strange powers and talk of war. I can't support those things.
She won't refuse my claim. Just in case, make sure the Red Exiles are ready.
I bet they're up to no good.
Your word is law, Nerevarine.
Ha! Azura is my shield, you foul creatures. Thank you for aiding me, but I sense you came for a different purpose. Let's talk inside the cavern. Another way. No, my lady, of course not. I'll do as you ask. Come here, Outlander. We must talk. It feels strange to talk to an Outlander in such a sacred place, but the Queen of the Night Sky insists. I need to render judgment on an important claim. Words of truth from the mouth of an Outlander. Remarkable. The Red Exiles and a few others believe that Chodala is the Neraverian. He's convinced them, but not me. I came here to consider my option. Perhaps, but I must remain impartial. If someone else reveals the flaws in Chodala's claims by we thought the Incarnates were possessed by the spirit of Nerevar, but each had a critical flaw that made them destined to fail to fulfill the prophecy. Take this pouch of blessed grave dust. Sprinkle a pinch upon the bones of the Incarnates to call forth their spirits. Return. We need knowledge to defeat Chodala, Outlander. Listen well to what the failed Incarnates have to say. Once I was the hope of my people, but then my claim was proven false. Now I wait, and I hope for the Neraverian's return. State your question, Outlander, and I shall... To fulfill the prophecy, I followed a path of blood and war. In the end, my path became a road that led nowhere. And
The Nerevarine remains a promise unfulfilled. And I am as guilty of prideful posturing as every other failed incarnate that occupies this hall. The Nerevarine must listen as well as proclaim. I refuse to accept wise counsel, which led to the doom of my tribe and the end of my quest to embody the spirit.
We are the failed incarnates, the Ashlanders who proudly proclaimed themselves to be the Nerevarine, but were found wanting. The Lady of Dawn and Dusk urged us to cooperate. So ask your question, Outlander. Take my scroll and help the wise woman see the lie of unbridled power. I thought myself the reborn Nerevar, for I was the strong.
Mortal, let us speak. I foresaw your usefulness before you even set foot in Vardenfell. Now comes a test that will challenge your ability to separate truth from lies. Doversee's wisdom outshines most other mortals. She recognizes your instincts serve you well. Chodala's path took a dark turn. However, my sight clouds when I look too closely. So the seal, then go. Return to Aldrune and help the wise woman reveal the falsehood of Chodala. Use what the Incarnate shared with you. Their failures point the way toward Chodala's downfall. But beware Chodala's power. He may not. Due to an ancient pact, I am not permitted to interfere in the affairs of Nirn. Even this casual discussion pushes the boundaries of that agreement. In helping that arrogant imposter? Whatever gave you the idea that I was helping that murderer? Vardenfell must stand. Everything.